That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild. Strawberry ice, bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's fine is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's fine is kicking down the door.
Guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trenopole, and as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paver patio, you need anything, I mean anything. Landscaping requires. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
Hey guys, want to win a signed T. Higgins helmet like this one right here? Want to know how? Go to the Moorline Lager House website, sign up for their loyalty program, and you will automatically be entered. Already a member? Great. You want to double your chances though? Come on down to my tailgate. Buy a ticket to the pregame experience presented by Best Day Brewery. I'll even give you $10 off by using the promo code pregame10 for $10 off. So let's try this again. You go to Moorline Lager House website, sign up for the loyalty program. You already entered. Great. Then get a ticket to the pregame experience presented by Best Day Brewery at the Moorline Lager House. That's not good enough. $10 off by using promo code 10 and all this. So you can get this helmet that we will be giving away November 23rd. November 23rd. So come on down then. Make sure you win. Come on down this Sunday. We're going to have a great time. We got a DJ. We got beer pong. We got cornhole. We got ice. We're going to root the Bengals on to beat the Jets. What more do you want? Let's go! Now, I do have a new video where I don't talk about beating the Jets, but we're going to join us down there this Sunday because we're going to beat the Bears. My prediction is 30-27 Bengals, but we'll see what happens. What is up to everybody in the chat? We've got Strangers in there, Brad's in there, Holmes in there, Crypt Keeper, Lindsay's in there, Tony Blazin, Jason's in there. What's that? Cardiac? KAGC. I don't know. What's up? Josh Lyles is in there. What's going on? And Jack. All right. Happy Halloween to everybody. I hope you guys hang out for a little while and then go out and enjoy trick-or-treating with your family. But with that being said, we have the man who brings Halloween to you. He is a visionary. He is a writer for Cincy Jungle. He is the host and founder of Bengals and Brews. He drinks and he knows things. He's Dale Altman. What's up, Dale?
I don't want you to get copyright, so I can't play any more of this song.
Don't play anymore because YouTube will be like, So I see you're ready for Halloween. What's going on?
Nothing. Bengals suck, but I still supporting them here. Still, even on Halloween, still supporting the Bengals here. We got Darth Bengal. Darth Bengal made this with this 3D printer. It's super Fucking cool, man.
I remember he made that for you last year. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. I appreciate it. Hopefully, the Godfather will be joining us here. I don't know what's going on with him or not. So we'll see. Are you?
To pick up you for dinner.
Oh, he's getting a conversation on here. Are you?
Do you want something from Taco Bell?
Here, we'll just do this while they have their own conversation. Bengals Lindsay says Bengal fans for trick-or-treaters that come to my house. There you go. Yeah. Hey, I like that. I gotta go change my shirt. I usually have a shirt that says I'm just here for the beer with the Grim Reaper on, so I have to go change into that after I get out of here. But what you guys I'm just curious in the chat here, what's your what are you guys dressing up as? My daughter's got her face half painted, so this side's skeleton and this side is nice. So, And Josh says, your mask is terrifying. I know this mask is very terrifying that I have all the time. All right. So, what's our thoughts? You think Joe Flacco is going to play? I think he's playing. What do you think there, Dale?
Yeah, they did promote Sean Clifford to the 53, but I think you got to do that, right? So to have a third quarterback that you can have, even to count as like not against your 46 or whatever, they have to be on your 53-man roster. So they had to promote him. Makes sense. Flacco dinged up with the shoulder. You need a backup if anything happens. But I think Flacco is going to give it a go.
I think he's playing, dude.
And we need him.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, I honestly think like he came in and played, the first week against Green Bay with very little practice. So I honestly, I think this was their plan. And I'm going to steal this from Joe Daneman and Jeremy Riley said this on Fox 19. I agree with them. I think this is their plan for him to practice on Wednesday, give it a go, see how it goes, see how Thursday is, and then, take Thursday off and then practice or take Friday off and practice. And from practice, if I get it right, and start playing is what I think. But with that being said, we've got the Wild Thing. That's what I say. He looks like he's normally the Godfather, but I think he looks like the Wild Thing, and this has got to be one of the coolest. I should have dressed up for our own damn show now, is all I got to say. He is the one. He is the only. He is the Godfather, the Wild Thing, Anthony Cosenza. AC, what is up?
Hey, can you see me? Can you hear me?
All the above. All the above. I'm the only one that dressed up for our own show. I should have dressed up. I like the Wild Thing.
Is that actually Dale, or is that
is actually Dale? He's just gonna sign language.
It is me. It's me.
Oh, you have like a mask. I thought you were like hanging your head in your hat, or you had a doll on, or I didn't know what was going
bro.
on.
You haven't watched Squid Game?
Okay, I got you.
But Darth made it with a Bengal logo for me. Darth Bengal, the man.
Oh, that's the actual mask that has the B on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
I like that.
He can see through it. I like it. See, I said it was the holiday Halloween special, and I didn't dress up. So, I'm dressing up. I'm dressed up like I did in the '90s. I got the flannel on. So, I got.
There you go.
You're Nirvana. You're grunge rock.
Yeah. I like it.
This is what I wore back when I was 20 and 21 years old. So, 50. All right, AC. I asked Dale the same question. Do you think Joe Flacco is playing? I think he is. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I guess it's more, now we're talking about effectiveness of it. I mean, that's not a fun injury on your throwing shoulder. So, I guess I just worry about, okay, is it going to be the same Joe Flacco? By the way, I exceeded all expectations for his play. I mean, what is it? Eight passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, and no INTs, no turnovers.
INTs, yeah.
So, I mean, you hope that he can come close to that again, but I think he plays, but I am a little worried about, okay, do they crawl into the shell a little bit? Do they protect him a little bit? And the shame of it all, I don't know if you guys said this, but the shame of it all, really, that was like the only hit of the day that he got hurt on, that he sustained.
Hasn't gotten touched. Yeah, he really hasn't gotten touched pretty much since he's been the Bengals quarterback, but really Sunday they weren't touching him. And that's what sucks. The one time he does get hit, that's when he hurts his arm there or shoulder.
Which, to be fair, I'm 41, so the fact he's 40 and he's taking any hits, you're gonna not feel great after it.
Yeah, well,
right.
Well, he probably didn't feel it till the next day because, he ran into the locker room and got that thing shot up real quick. So he didn't feel nothing until the next day. Then he's probably like, what is that? That's a little sore. But I to me, AC, the keys to this thing is the Bengals with Joe Flacco or Jake Browning, because of Joe. We don't know how Joe's arm is. We got to run the ball. That's going to be, and to me, running the ball and long sustaining drives is what we need to try to do to have a chance to win this game, to keep the Bears offense off the field and keep our defense off the field as well. Because we got to somehow figure out how to tackle. But I mean, unless we figure that out in a week, which I doubt, I think long sustaining drives are the key for us to winning this game.
Well, and potentially to keep Flacco safe too, right?
Right.
So, and to the Bengals' credit, we were coming into this Flacco era going, oh boy, I mean, what is this even going to look like? They haven't been running the ball. They haven't been good on defense. The quarterback play was putrid when it was Browning. So what is this actually going to look like? And to the team's credit, which, by the way, they have endured probably one of the worst collective calendar weeks that I can remember in a really long time. But to their credit, they've improved quite a bit on the offensive line. I think Scott Peters said that this week as well. And because of that, the run game has improved. The passing game has improved. They become a more balanced team. And it's not just Chase Brown. It's Brown and P. Ryan, both of them popping big plays. So you like to see that. To see that. And I would agree with you. I mean, whatever you can do, special teams, offense, whatever you can do to put this defense in whatever kind of preschool type of situation possible, you need to figure that out, because if you guys thought last year at the end of the year was bad on defense or in the middle of the year, I think it's worse. Right?
Yeah,
what I witnessed Sunday was worse.
Well, you give up a 2-score lead to the worst team in football in the last quarter. Yeah, that's pretty damn bad.
Right now, there are two players playing decent, and one of them didn't have a great game last year. It's Trey Hendrickson, last week rather. It's Trey Hendrickson, who we know left midway through the game with that. He took a shot towards the back and left the game halfway through. And DJ Turner. And DJ Turner struggled on some plays last week too. But and beyond that, that's pretty much it.
Right.
You're getting flash plays, in the form of interceptions from Battle and other things, but the linebacker play has been abysmal. Coverage overall, they look lost. They look lost on angles. You can't get anyone to give you pass rush from anywhere not named Trey Hendrickson. So I guess this all wraps up into saying whatever you can do again to give this defense its best shot by being a ball control offense. I guess that does make sense.
Yeah. I mean, Jamar Chase has 5 solo tackles compared to Shamar Stewart's 1. And I'm I'm still trying I'm not out on Shamar yet. I mean, I know
don't go on Twitter and make a post saying, can we stop calling him a bust? Because people are really angry about my post. I just don't call anyone a bust in their first season.
No, when you can't, because I mean he missed how much of training camp. He's played 4 games. He's coming back from. I mean, we need him to step up. We need him badly to make an impact. I mean, that's what your first round pick should do. But the Bengals never can draft a first round defensive player to make an impact. That's been the problem with this. That's why we're in this situation that we're in.
Well, I want to continue with Shamar for a minute because, like I said, I made that post and everybody's absolutely hammering me on that. Like, no, he is a bust and blah, blah, blah. And I got called a Duke Tobin burner account. I'm the guy who has the Duke Tobin clown picture and a fire Duke Tobin hashtag after Sunday. Like, yeah, I'm his burner account. Like, come on now. I'm definitely not an apology. And I'm not even trying to apologize for Stewart. What I was trying to say is he doesn't even look as explosive as he did at Texas A&M, because I posted clips that I clipped up from the year before, and I know he didn't have the production. And listen, he wouldn't have been one of my top 5 picks with what was left on the board. Like, I mean, that's just a fact. It's not the pick I wanted. I knew he needed development. I knew he wasn't an instant impact player type of guy, but he's got the size, the athleticism. So he was a first-round talent based on those traits. but I was glad to let someone else take that and develop it. We needed an instant impact player. So like, I don't think it was the right pick. I never thought it was the right pick. But I just don't like calling somebody a bust when they're 4 games into their career. That was the point of the post. And it was also when I watched those clips, and yeah, there's not sack production, but his burst, his explosiveness is like, I'm not thinking I can just go and whatever's going on right now is total opposite of that. And it's not that he was great then, but it's worse now.
I agree with this. I think you agree with this too. We should have got the linebacker the Eagles went with.
Jihad Campbell was
Yes.
above him on my board.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
Will
Like that
Johnson, who went in the second round, the corner from Michigan, which no one wanted that. But our best 2 corners were corners from Michigan. I had him 16th on my board, Shamar at 18.
Mm-hmm. I still would like to got Rutledge in the second round instead of Knight. That's who I wanted, and he was sitting right there. Anyway, AC, you look like you want to say something.
Yeah, no, my here's the thing with Stewart. I agree with Dale. It's way too early to call him a bust. The injury set him back, all that kind of stuff. But we talk about development. We talk about looking like he's potentially thinking too much instead of being explosive. You saw him in that first game when he went out. He was disruptive on a couple of snaps against Cleveland, and he wasn't really thinking. He was just going. And now it looks like poor angles. Sometimes he's running completely opposite where the run play's going, that sort of thing. And the thing that I think a lot of people are upset about in seeing that is not so much project player. It's just everything that transpired through the spring and summer and the need for that development, the need for those reps, the need for all of that. And a contractual dispute took place that took away extremely valuable time from a guy that probably has a steeper NFL learning curve at the edge position than many others that were drafted. So now you're seeing the wheels turning too much mentally and not going and doing what he's supposed to do. And so all of this is wrapped up into this week's worth of frustration surrounding the Cincinnati Bengals. That's just a small part of it. I don't know if you're even going to talk about all the other crap that's happened this week, we'll
talk about everything. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, that's just a part of that equation. And the fact that his offseason was essentially mostly lost. Yeah. And when you you knew it was a project player, you knew there was high upside, all that stuff, but he needed development. Yeah, the injury set you back in the season, but that critical time could have, by this point, even with an injury, by this point, you could have started seeing, hey, maybe he's turning a corner a little bit. Now he's starting to kind of find a rhythm a little bit. Instead, he looks lost.
Yeah. And I mean, we said that over and over and over again, like, get him in here. I'm like, because what they were arguing about was just stupid. It wasn't even worth arguing over what they were arguing over. I mean, I blame his agent as much as I do the Bengals. Like, they should have just got this kid in there, because I know me and Dale talked about it a lot, that, like you just said, AC, this kid needs development. He needs all the reps he can get in training camp, mini camp, all that stuff, and he didn't. So, and then he comes in, plays 2 games, gets hurt. So he's even farther back now. And now, like you said, I think he is getting into his head here. But Holmes here's got a question. He says, and I can't answer this. I don't know. He said, is it the defensive coaches or is it the defensive players' fault why they are so historically bad? I don't know, because we got the same, which contrary to what Duke said, that he doesn't want to pay for the exact same team he had last year, which he did. They had the same team. They put all their eggs in Al Golden's basket to develop these guys. And so far, it looks the same or worse. So, I mean, I don't know whose fault I put it on Duke for drafting these guys. That's where I'm putting it at. What do you guys got?
Well, I mean, historically, I feel like we can go to Duke directly more than coaches, because Lou's gone and Al's in. Duke's been here forever. And we've had some really bad drafts. And Miami guy was there since 2000. He was their GM since 16. Greer that got fired today. It's like, imagine having a guy around and you're finally going to fire. I just think it's time to move on from Duke.
I do too.
and here, like, I would hire a real GM.
That's not going to happen.
I feel like a broken record.
Yeah, that's not going to happen though.
But it's like, if we're saying what needs fixed or what needs to happen for this to be a competent running franchise, this is my personal opinion as just a fan. is you got to fire Duke. You got to bring in a GM. You got to also then let that GM fire Zach, most likely, so he can get his head coach in here that he's attached to along with it. So that way you're not holding a job for 26 years that you're not performing at, right? You got to results based and it's your guy. And then that coach has to have the power to hire an entire staff that they want to hire. And they should already have an idea when you're interviewing them. The GM should already know the coach has this staff in place. Because how many times do we see, like even when Zach was hired, hey, Lou worked out for a while, but we had multiple people that we were trying to bring in for defense coordinator, all this stuff. That should have already kind of been in place when you're bringing a guy in. He should already know his guys. And then there's all these carryovers. So like Al Gordon coming back, we kept Charles Burks as our cornerback coach this year. I'm guessing that was more Bengals wanted to kind of keep him more than anything else. Jordan Kovacs was here. They keep these guys that are already here and put them on this defense coordinator staff. It should be you hire a GM, let the GM hire the head coach, let the head coach bring in his staff. And then there's no excuses.
Right.
No excuses. You either go out and you perform or you lose your damn jobs.
And that way the Brown family could stop. Well, they could stop taking blame for it themselves. They could stop falling, which would make, I think they would want that, saying, hey, well, we hired this guy, it's their fault. So, I mean, but that's the way almost every other, except for the Cowboys, every other NFL team operates, is the owner is pretty much hands off. The better teams do that. Those owners go, all right, we're hiring you. You take care of this and this, and then we take care of the rest of it. AC, what do you got?
So if you guys will just humor me for 1 minute here, I've been thinking about something the last couple of days. It was a comment that John made on one of our last shows. And I'm a history major, so it's kind of just my nerdiness a little bit. If you look back in Bengals history, let's go back, say 25 years, just nice round number. If you look back at their most successful draft classes, what are they? It's 2001 when they drafted Justin Smith, Chad Johnson, and TJ Hushmanzada in that class. Where did they pick? Number 2 overall.
Top 5.
Right?
It's always top 5.
2003, Carson Palmer, Eric Steinbach, Kelly Washington, who played in the league for a while, some good players in that draft, number 1 overall. You go to, I think it was 2010.
Green, Andy Dalton.
2010 before that. They picked, I think, 10th overall there. They got Carlos Dunlap and Geno Atkins in that draft. 2011, as you mentioned, Dale. They were number 4 in that overall in that class. AJ Green, Andy Dalton, Clint Bowling. And then, of course, 2020, 2021, when they picked Chase, that was the top pick.
Burrow, Chase, and Logan Wilson.
Their best draft classes are the ones, really, and the most successful ones are the ones that they suck into. Those are the ones that, because, and they suck and luck into them, because then they are forced to, based on where they pick in, especially those first 2 rounds, you are getting, if you're picking that high in the first round and the second round, you're basically getting 2 first-round players, 2 first-round talents.
And your third's basically another second. Like
when they do this middling thing where the old Marvin Lewis, we pick always 18 to 21, or we do, that's where they can't. And there's outliers, there's outlier picks and all of that, but I'm talking about a successful draft class. And I looked at this way because the Bengals have essentially lit 2 2024 third-round picks on fire as of this week. So you cannot do that as a team. So yes, I believe that Dale is right about the GM and having that proper system in place. And yeah, you can argue the merits about Lou versus Al Golden versus Zach Taylor. Again, this is top, and you go through the structure of the organization and your approach to the draft, your approach to free agency, that sort of thing. Not to mention the fact that the Bengals' best season, arguably their best 2-season run, 21 and 22, came on the heels of really aggressive outside free agency periods in 2020 and 2021, right?
Right.
So it just baffles me how this team cannot look back to that data and say, okay, obviously our most successful draft classes are only when we're more or less when we're horrible the previous season.
Right.
And so, and then obviously they stockpile some talent from those one or two classes, and then they get on a run and they've built a decent team. Then free agency happens, they sit on their hands, they lose that, and they got to start the process over again. Mm-hmm. And granted, every team goes through ebbs and flows of talent or records or poor seasons, bad seasons, but the teams, the better teams in the NFL that you see regularly do not experience the same massive pendulum swings of dry spells and a couple of big seasons back and forth the way the Bengals do. And it comes down to the way that they run their organization.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, some of these draft picks, when they pick lower in the draft, it's like they feel, and I've heard this, I'm not the only one that says this, other people make comments on my show about this. They try to be the smartest people in the room. Like, oh, well, you guys think we should do this. Well, we're going to get Shamar Stewart instead of getting the obvious guys who are obvious impact players. Let's just say the first 2 rounds this past year, they took the linebacker from the Eagles. I forgot his name already. Dale, you I know you know it. And then they took Rutledge in the second round, which, I mean, I think
Jihad Campbell
in the first round, and you take Rutledge in the second. Right there's your starting guard and your starting linebacker, and both of them are doing great for the Eagles and the Lions. They were sitting right there. Why the hell did the Bengals go and reach for Knight, who Dale had him listed as like a 3rd round pick? They got him in the second.
They take so many guys around early. I had Jermaine Burton as a 4th. They take him in the 3rd. I had McKinley Jackson as a 4th. They take him in the 3rd. And you can say, oh, well, what if they pan out? They pan out. I don't disagree. But when you take guys around early, it comes with higher expectations.
Right.
And they don't live up to them. And you're also passing on more talented guys that you could have taken in each spot each time. And they do it over and over and over again.
Exactly. All right, let me get to this $20 super chat. Appreciate there, Mr. Whisperer. So, AC, how dare you start without me, LOL. Is it Duke's fault for picking the candidates or the coach's fault for not developing them? Could be both. Or if you each had a pick, where does the problem start?
Above all those people. Above all those people. That's where the
family. It starts with the damn family that can't get out of their own fucking way.
And, you said, Ice, I thought it was a great point that you made, like, hey, wouldn't they want someone else to fall on the sword for them? But number one, they are a group of people that love to be right. And they shy away from the camera and they shy away from the media very, very often. And that's where your point makes sense. But when they are right about something and they get called out about another factor of the team, they are very quick to point out, well, hey, we did it this way and blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, we did this and we didn't hear anything back, So I thought you brought up a great point. Like, hey, man, I mean, wouldn't you want a scapegoat? Right. And going back to the draft situation, and I almost want them to operate like McVay and the Rams, where it's like, you know what? If you only have 3 or 4 picks a year, if you're trading for impact players, if you're trading up in the draft, if you look back at history and what I'm saying is, and if what I'm saying is kind of correct about, they have to have these high picks and high rounds to really finally get their impact players, then you know what? Trade 7 picks and draft have 3 or 4 picks in the first 4 rounds, or however you want to do that. I mean, and end the draft with 3 picks on the weekend, and hopefully they're high in the round picks, and maybe you strike gold that way, because these lighting on fire of 3rd and 4th round picks, I know that's not the most, sexy round of the draft, but that's where you build your depth. That's where you build your lines a lot of times, your trenches a lot of times. And the fact that these guys either want to be released, want to be traded, you're just wasting resources. Right. You're wasting valuable resources to build your roster.
They're wasting the picks that they hold so valuable. They hold these picks so valuable. Like, oh, we can't get rid of these picks. Why? You suck at drafting. Why? I'm like, go get proven players. I mean, if you can't draft, right, take the picks and go get somebody. I mean, that it doesn't make any sense. They act like, well, they've done so good at drafting the last couple of years, and 3rd and 4th and drafted 18th and all that stuff. No, you haven't. That's the reason we're in this predicament. I mean, now they've done the right thing as far as they paid the money on the offense, which they have to go and put a lot of draft capital in the defense, which that's the right move. They've just drafted horrible. I mean,
they wouldn't have to be fair, had you kept a Jesse Bates.
Or
you should have already signed Trey Hendrickson. Had you already done these things, maybe DJ Reader's still here. You signed him. You signed your leaders. You signed.
What if you said Jesse Bates and DJ Reader? How much better would this defense?
But we're seeing, and the Lions have not won any Super Bowls. So anybody wants to point to that, I can agree. But I think they're going to win one at some point. The way they're building, same way that the Eagles, who always go out and they pay their guys early and they get them under contract so they can build the rest of the team along with their big money contracts. And that's what we're seeing the Lions do. And the Bengals are, we'll keep the ones that sell the jerseys for as long as we can.
I think both of you know that I've been, on your guys' shows or my own, that sort of thing. When the Bengals do make strides positively, PR stride, I'm quick to say, good on you, Bengals. This was a good move. The Ring of Honor, all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
The way the last 8-9 days and 3 players asking to be release traded, your quarterback that you made this controversial trade for is hurt. You had this embarrassing loss at home. Oh, by the way, on the Ring of Honor day, there was another disgruntled Ring of Honor guy. Whatever happened there? That if I was an owner, even if I was like the most shy public speaker of all time, if I was an owner and that was my product over the last 9-10 days, I would run my ass in front of that microphone and pull damage control immediately. And then say, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. And we're going to do everything in our power to make this right. And that's all you need to say. That's all you need to say. But it has not happened.
And always got his crickets. Let me get to Augie here. Thanks for the $10 super chat. Appreciate it, brother. Sorry I'm late. This game is our season. Any predictions, boys? If we win, I'm saying the Bengals 43, Bears 36. Also, do you think players meeting will rally us or break us? WhoDey for life always.
Break. It's already shown. Like, we've had 2 more players on the defensive side ask out.
For everybody who doesn't know,
players only meetings.
Let's who are the players who've asked for trades already this year? I know Logan Wilson, McKinley Jackson. Who are the other ones?
Logan had already asked for his before the players only meeting. Yep. So it's like, well, he's not part of leading that. Who is leading that meeting, which is probably comical in and of itself. Trey's injured. I doubt he's leading that meeting, and he's on the last year of his contract. And then Mike Pennell asked out so he could go rejoin the Chiefs, which is just insane that if you think you have any chance to make the playoffs, you want to help somebody stop the run against you. Okay. Right. That makes sense. And then McKinley Jackson, which was just insane to me, but it's like here, Pennell asked out. You haven't played. You're a 3rd round pick in your 2nd season. I understand you're frustrated you haven't played, but to go and formally ask for a release or a trade is just insanity when, like, hey, maybe but he probably knows they're not going to give him playing time.
Which is crazy. Why wouldn't they now? Like try something. Which I would love to know why he's not getting plays, because he looked pretty good last year. I thought he was going to make a jump this year, but they won't play him.
Guys, that's actually, if you really want to go back to all things this offseason, it's 5 defensive players, because Trey Hendrickson said, pay me or trade me.
True.
And Jermaine Pratt wanted his ass out of this situation as well. So,
right.
I mean, if you really want to be, if there were like a couple of guys that were showing disgruntled nature and it's a turnover year on defensive staff, 1 or 2, I'd say, and one of them being a longtime veteran that's used to playing that sort of thing, I'd be like, okay, 5. I don't think I've ever really seen this before. I mean, it's bordering on a mutiny at this point. And I don't know how you regain control. I don't know what in the world was said in that meeting. And like you said, Dale, I highly doubt Logan Wilson would lead that meeting based on the fact that he wants out.
I heard it was
highly
Knight.
doubt.
I heard it was Knight. That's who led it. Who I heard.
Oh,
So I heard.
That motherfucker can't make a tackle in the
and
fucking
he's played 7 pro games, 7-8 pro games.
That's what I read. It was he's the one that called it. Like, all right.
And those veterans probably walked in and went, "What the fuck you doing, bro? Like you're part of the problem. You can't make a fucking tackle."
Yeah. I mean, maybe they all needed to have it out. They had it out, and then other guys like, screw it, I want out of here. Dan the man says his source.
I hadn't heard that it was Knight. That honestly makes it worse somehow.
But Dan the man here says he's heard Dan Horde is asking for a trade now. He wants out to
He should.
But for me, and I know Dale, well, at least our college teams are doing good. UC's got a big game Saturday night, late Saturday night versus Utah. So I'm excited about that. And to me, for a Bearcat fan, to me, this is a huge game because if they win this, it puts them squarely in the college football playoffs talk and a big showdown against BYU here in a couple weeks. And then what do you got with Ohio State there, Dale? Because you guys, Ohio State honestly looks like the best team in the country right now.
Well, let's stick with the Bearcats. I mean, they're fun. They're fun. Like
they are.
Ohio State's my team. AC, you're USC, right?
Yeah.
I thought so.
We're sorry.
Just wanted to make sure. But UC's your team, Jeff. And
yes.
they're fun. I love them. I always root for UC. They're they're my little brother. Like I always want to see them do well. You know? Like you want to see your little brother do well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
In a comment there, but whatever.
I had to do it. But yeah, playing in Utah, and Utah's playing some good football. They'll probably have their quarterback. They got 2 tackles that are very interesting. Spencer Fano, Caleb Lomu. Both of them have eligibility to come back. Fano plays right tackle. Lomu plays left. So honestly, if we were going to take one of them, if they declare, it would probably be Lomu. I love Fano way more. He's a top 10 talent. He moves like a tight end at tackle, and it's fun. He is just a beast in the run game, even though he weighs maybe 300 pounds soaking wet. But, it's like he's just got that fucking mindset, like a Panay Sewell type of player that it's like he's going to be good. Like he wants to fucking bury people. So I love that about him. But, man, Brandon Sorsby at quarterback is so much fun. Jake Golday at linebacker for the Bearcats, the guy we talked about a couple weeks ago, Jeff. Love that kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then Corleone, like people are like, "Oh, I put out my top 10 D tackle ranking."
The other Godfather,
and he's not in it. But he's not in it, and people are like, "You hate him? Why do you hate him?" It's like I just think he's a 4th-round guy. A lot of medical stuff. He's a run stuffer. Like, I mean, he can push the pocket a little bit, but I haven't seen enough that I'd want to take him higher than that. But I think it's going to be a fun football game. Now, will it be on TV is the question. If you have YouTube TV, ESPN is not on it.
You're screwed if you got a YouTube TV. You can't get ESPN at all. Dude,
and that's how I want. And I like these motherfuckers. Like, sorry for saying the fucking fuck word, but fuck them motherfuckers. These greedy cunts, as I like to call them. It's billion-dollar businesses arguing over some bullshit. Like, just put our games on. If they make me not be able to watch football, I'm going to be pissed.
He's going to write an article about it.
If I can't watch that game.
He's going to write an article about it on Cincy Jungle.
Hey, if you got Hulu, Ronnie, DM me your Hulu password. I promise I won't watch nothing crazy. You can't order porn through Hulu. It ain't like, pay-per-view or whatever type shit.
You can get Hallmark.
The Hallmark channel. You can watch that, Dale. There you go.
But who do you think wins, Jeff? Who do you think wins?
I'm thinking of I think it's a 10-point spread. I'm like, I want to say the Bearcats so badly, but I don't know because this, to me, all right, for me, it comes down to 2 things. One, this is going to be the most pressure Sorsby's ever gotten. That line's going to get to him. And our offensive line has been playing great, but that line is going to get to him. And last year, when
John Henry Daly, man, that kid's a beast.
When he was under pressure last year, he made some bad decisions and threw the ball for grabs. Now, he hasn't done that this year, but he hasn't got – the line's been great. So he's going to get more pressure than he's ever had. they run the ball like crazy, and our defense it's good. It's not dominant. We got to be able to stop the run. Corleone is a big piece to that how much he's going to play. So I want to say I'm going to say the Bearcats, but I'm also kind of like I don't know. It's going to be tough because Utah ain't no joke. I mean, they're tough.
That venue's tough.
Yes.
That venue is a tough venue. I think Cincinnati has a real shot to win that game, but Utah, and I've seen a lot of crap between them and USC. A lot of games that USC had in hand, and somehow Utah was just scrappy as hell. They bite, scratch, claw, and somehow they put up 30-31. You're like, how the hell did that just happen? Right. And that venue is tough, but I like what I've seen from UC this year. I think they've surprised a lot of people, and I think they've played a lot of good quality like team football. It feels like, you know what I mean? Like they just have played, pretty steady across the board. And I think I like, what is that? The Ted Kluszewski.
Ted Kluszewski look.
Come on,
it's Wild Thing, baby. Vaughn. It's Wild
Thing.
You make my heart sing. You mean everything. Groovy.
You know what's funny is I am not a Halloween guy, but I saw this online. I'm like, yeah, why not?
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't just wear this in general because it's cool. I should probably wear it for Halloween.
I love it. But yeah, get back to that. Yeah, I think the Bearcats, I think I have a shot to win. It is going to be a very tough game.
Of course.
It's going to be a kind of like a lot like if you pay attention to the first game against Nebraska, where they should have won that one. That was a tight, tough game. And I don't give a crap what anybody says. That was not a home game for the Bearcats. It was a road game, even though it was listed 100%. As our home game.
I agree.
But so I'm nervous. I am nervous. I think they can win, but I'm not like confident. Like, oh yeah, they're going to go and win. It's going to be a hard fought game. It's going to be hard to win this game. But if they do, this will be huge for the Bearcats.
It's a legitimizing win.
Yes,
yeah.
It's a legit.
BYU coming up makes that game so much more fun. But I think Evan Pryor is out. The Buckeye, the explosive running back. And now I love me some Tawee Walker. Like I think he's a draft eligible, not a draft, but a draft prospect, a draft talent. It's late day 3, but that guy will straight up run a motherfucker over.
Yeah,
and I love that about Tawee Walker.
Dropped the what game was that? Was that Arizona State? Where
he's done it multiple times. He did it last week again.
Yeah. He's a serious runner. But what I was going to say here is the thing is, if they do win this game, like, all right, so it's going to be a game day. ESPN's game day is going to be at Utah. That UC wins this game, and BYU and Cincinnati both stay the same record they are now. Game day is coming to Cincinnati, and that game hopefully will be a nip at night game. Which, Anthony, if you don't know what that is, it's a night game here, and the stadium's called Nippert, so we call it
Nippert. Yeah,
okay,
dude, I've been there.
Hey,
I've been there.
In case you don't know what Nip at Night is, of course he knows.
But AC, dude, if you ever get a chance to go see a game at UC at nighttime, it is one of the greatest college venues ever. I mean, I'm not saying it's better than anybody's, but it's up there to the level of everybody else. I mean, Ohio State, all them, their cathedrals and all that stuff. UC Nip at Night is freaking awesome. And that's where I'm going to be so excited if they win this game of what it means. Because like I said, it puts them squarely in the college football playoffs conversation. You have to talk about UC if they win this game.
So they're fun, dude. I love you. Like, they're such a fun team. And Sorsby, man. Sorsby's in my top 5 quarterback rankings because I moved a lot of guys to 2027. He's now in my top 5 for quarterbacks. Now that can change. I like to change my shit up through the season because it's performance-based. Imagine that.
Shocking. Now, doesn't he kind of remind you of Josh Allen a little bit, the way he plays? With the running style and as big as he is and everything?
I wasn't even a Josh Allen guy. So, I mean, maybe a little bit. Like, maybe he's like the Temu Josh Allen, right?
Yeah.
But he's fun. But we'll see. You talked about it, the O-line, and shout out to them. And they're people great. That are scouting. The Joe Cotton kid they got. And then Tarantayo, I think, from Bowling Green. Like, those linemen that they got in the portal, were fantastic.
Absolutely. And don't forget about our tight end, Joe Royer. He's going to be a first-round pick, dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, probably not first, but he's
You don't
top
think so?
75 guy.
Oh, man. I don't know.
There's one tight end. It's Kenyon Sadiq that I would take in the first. There's just not a lot. It's one of those positions that you don't take a lot of. But he's in my top. He is my third-ranked tight end, Jeff, for the draft.
All right. I'll take that. Like I said, I'm a little biased, so I will say that. Ooh,
He's
got
good.
Mr. Whisper, you can come on the show anytime you want, dude. The $10 super chat, I appreciate it. In honor of the holiday, what horror films are your go-tos? I am the wrong person to ask that because I don't like them, but I'm sure these guys got some.
I don't like horror, but honestly, I've kind of gotten over it as I've gotten older, and I just kind of find some of them comical a little bit. But probably the more recent stuff that I've had to watch because of my kids. Maybe they're psychotic. I don't know. But the Terrifier series is pretty good. I've watched 3 of those movies. I think they're making a 4th. So like Terrifier. But growing up, I hated Freddy, Jason, all that. Those are classics.
Yeah, I was out, dude. I got the crap
I
scared.
remember going to the drive-in as a kid and watching Pet Cemetery.
God.
Oh, God, I hate it. And then I watched it back as an adult, and I was like, this movie is so cheesy and bad.
Dude, we had that conversation on the phone a couple months ago about different TV shows that we watch. Like, we were talking about Quantum Leap. Like, I used to love Quantum Leap and everything. And then
now you watch it, and it's like, that's not that good.
That's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
AC, you got a horror movie that you like?
I'm more like not like slasher gore, but like kind of the eerie, more like psychological thriller or thriller type movies. I like what was that one that it was a creepy one, like the Strangers or something with Liv Tyler, where her and her fiance are holed up in like a lake cabin, and these people in masks just come and terrorize them then there's like literally there's not a rhyme or reason. Like they don't know them. They just found this cabin in the woods, and like crap like that, where you're like, that's kind of jolting. Like there's just, it's not like, a jilted lover or something like that, where there's like a rhyme or reason. It's just like someone that just is doing it for the creepiness of it, I guess. But I did randomly, I don't know why I watched this movie, Cabin in the Woods. I didn't really like. It was okay. It's got the guy Hemsworth is in it, and and it was okay. It was okay. I liked. There was a different spin on it, that it wasn't like it had the slasher and cheeseball elements.
When did you watch this? When did you watch this?
This was like literally a week ago. It just was
I watched it within 6 months ago, and it is one of Hemsworth's first roles.
Really?
Yeah, it was like right after the first Thor, I think, right? Something like that, right around.
And I watched it. That's weird that we both watched it within the last 6 months.
Yeah, and I hadn't seen it before. But you know what I mean, though? It's got that weird spin where there's like this other backstory where you're like, oh, well, that's kind of interesting, I guess. But
it wasn't even interesting. It was kind of fucking weird and stupid, but it's like, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah. That's how I felt about it. Yeah.
What about Pork Chops here? Husky 3, The Return to Cali. I like that. Leave the chop. Tony Blaze says Strangers. The Rob Zombie movie here says it's got
any Rob Zombie movie, because there's a bunch, right?
Halloween, Friday the 13th. Yeah, I hated. Now this is the one I really hated, Chris. Like I hated the Jets movie last weekend. I did too. That was very
horrible.
Scary. That was a horrible one.
Horrible.
That was a horrible horror movie. I hated that one. Holy crap, Mr. Whisper. You got another one here. Let me see here.
Monster Squad. I don't know if I know that one. Monster Squad.
I don't either.
The original Halloween Monster Squad for me.
Oh, Beetlejuice. Wing with Beetlejuice. I love that movie.
We rewatched that one.
So good.
We watched the new one. We watched the new one. Me and the girls went to the theater.
Was it good?
The new one came out.
I heard it was.
I liked it. Like, yeah.
I wanted to see it, but I love the first one so much. I'm like,
that's fair. That was me. Like, I didn't give a shit. So I was like, that's probably why it was good for me.
Yeah.
Chris wants to know if we remember the movie House. Movie House.
I remember the show
The
house.
show house. Yeah, I don't remember the movie.
Is that like the animated movie house? There was a movie like animated house, I think. But I don't know.
Chop here says, what's this? Midsummers and
Midsummer
I
Night's
don't-
Dream.
Hereditary. But yeah, I don't know.
leave it to Chop to watch the most screwed up movies.
Well, speaking of screwed up stuff, and I wouldn't say it was like it's horror, but honestly, it is. You guys watch that like the Monster Again or whatever on fucking Netflix?
No. but I
God,
heard that
everyone
it's
was talking
gnarly.
about it. Great, all these people, and like, so I watched it, and I'm like, yeah, this is fucking weird, and it's fucked up, and like, he's a very famous serial killer. Which yippee, you're famous for being a serial killer.
Yeah, I can't watch that stuff. Apparently, there's a second one. Ronnie says there's House 2. Like I remember House Party. They had 3 of those. As that kid playing it.
No, they probably had 8 of those. Come on now, they had 3.
Well, the original ones that had kid play had 3 of them. I like the 3. Those are
Hey, USC plays somebody. It's a big game, Anthony. Let's.
I think it's Michigan State, right? Isn't that who they play?
I don't think so. I have this whole like I gotta find. Do you know what time the game is? I got the whole damn schedule.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Nebraska. Nebraska. Sorry.
Yeah. Dylan Rail, the Patrick Mahomes cosplayer.
Yeah, and it's in Nebraska. Yeah. So
and they're ranked. You guys are ranked 23rd. Nebraska's unranked, but they both have similar records. You know, like 5-3, whatever, 6-2, whatever it is.
Hey,
how you
SC's looked a
feeling?
little better. Well, SC's looked a little better overall than I thought, and that Michigan win, I was like, okay, now they're headed in the right direction. And then they give up God only knows how many rushing yards against Notre Dame. So, they had the bye last week, and that'll probably help them. UCLA towards the end of the season, and so I mean, they're going to be a bowl team of some kind, I think, at this point. Maiyava's a guy that I can't figure out. Late last year, it just looked like he was throwing up prayers for most of the year. Then he looked better this year, but there's still those inexplicable decisions where he just trusts his arm and his athleticism too much, and you're like, that's just a horrible decision.
I think he's a fun college quarterback. And he's definitely going to come back because, like, on our show, somebody was like, oh, we need a backup. And they mentioned him and somebody. And I'm like, nah, they're both. They mentioned Levitt, and he's out for the season, Arizona State. Yeah. And Maiyava as 2 guys. And I was like, no, both of those are going back to school. I think next year's class will be loaded. But Maiyava's fun. Makai Lemon, Jacoby Lane, you got some.
Those guys are awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys are awesome.
Let me get this $5 super chat in here for Mr. Whisper.
Mr. Whisper's killing it with the super chat.
I appreciate it. John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness was another banger. Didn't see it either. I guess I don't do horror movies. I just don't. And I gotta get hold on. Crypt Keeper wanted me to. Here it is. AC, do you know what horsepower is called in Antarctica?
Huskies, yeah, or Malamutes, right? or Samoids, aren't those all sled dogs? Yeah.
Hey, I got a question.
We challenge the king, and he's going to give you 3 answers. You can't. Crap. I say it with love.
Yeah,
I say it with love.
So with college football, how much do you guys believe in Vanderbilt? Because they have shocked the crap out of me with their quarterback. How much do you believe in them?
To be a legitimate championship contender or potentially make the play. Actually,
all the above. Wherever you're at.
I think they're a fun college team. I don't believe in them that much. Diego Pavia, Eli Stowers, they're Cedric Alexander at running back. They're fun. I don't think they have enough talent. Maybe they'll use this and make the playoff, but I don't think they're that good. They're not even Arizona State good with the Cam Scatterboo, who's just killing.
Yeah, who prayers for him dislocated his freaking ankle this week.
They're fun. I know they play in the SEC. They play a lot of talent. I don't think they're a legitimate contender, even for the playoffs. Like, I know they're ranked 9th right now, but I don't see them in the playoff personally.
Yeah, what do you so what I ask you to we'll get out of here on this. What is your your teams you guys think actually have a shot at winning this whole thing? What you got? You got top 2 or 3?
And I assume we're still in college, right?
Yeah, college. Yes, college. Yeah, not NFL.
Yeah, NFL, you just say the Chiefs at this point.
Yeah,
honestly, I feel like the Chiefs are going to win it in the NFL. But yes, we're talking.
As always, fuck the Chiefs. But college football, who do you guys? I mean, I think Ohio State is up there. That's for me. And then beyond that, I don't really know because there's a lot of teams that got knocked off, and so I don't. The only one that I'm confident in saying that have a legit shot, I think, at winning this, other than my Bearcats, of course. That's just because I'm a homer. But
Right.
is Ohio State. I mean, and
Right, buddy. Good job. It's like
Yeah.
telling your friend that's a little slow. Like, yeah, good job, buddy. Good job.
Yeah,
AC,
I would.
where we stand?
I would agree. I mean, obviously there are a couple of other teams in there that make it interesting. I don't, about kind of a similar thing with Vandy. I don't know what to make of Indiana, right? They bought their team, right?
Right. Well, that's what Texas A&M did too.
I mean, they
So
honestly,
they've
a
got
lot of
stars
Indiana,
and-
they bought
Right,
some of their
and
team, but a lot of that is from James Madison that came with him. A lot of their best players, Mikel Kamara, D'Angelo Pons, they all came with him from James Madison.
I think we're starting to lose AC. Are you
Oh.
still there, AC? Or we did lost him.
Yeah, so I mean that's a team that'll probably keep it up to be. Did you lose me?
I don't know. You got really, really slow.
Oh, yeah.
He's back.
Little
Yeah.
delay.
I think you're back. Are you back, AC?
I hope so. Am
There
I
you
back?
go. Yeah, you're back. You're back. All right.
Okay.
Augie's got our $5
Okay.
super chat.
Yeah.
I can hear people running around upstairs, so I'm going to have to end this here because we got Halloween come up here. Augie, thanks for $5 super chat. Here, Ice, have a beer on me. Thank you, sir. One more super because I love you, buddy. Why? WhoDey.Bengals win going in to the bye. I'm with him. I mean, just crazy score prediction. I'm a homer for the Bengals. I think I said 30-27 is my score prediction. They win. Somehow they figure out how to stop the ball. And
It's 100 to nothing.
100
100 to nothing.
the Bengals.
That's what's happening. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I needed a beer.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm give me one
probably
too.
can
Yeah. So the son of Ice is here. I got to get the heck out of here. So
Needed
Yeah.
a beer.
Needed a beer. So give me a score prediction here real quick, boys, or I get you out of here.
Bears, Bengals.
Yeah. Bears back. Oh, thank you, sir. Yes,
I'll go
Bears,
20.
Bengals.
I think I said 27-17 Bears, and kick me out. Just kick me out.
All right. Love you, Dale. All right, AC, what do you got?
Boy, I'll say 28-23 Chicago.
28-23 Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, I still think if the Bengals pull out
I mean, yeah.
if the Bengals pull out a win, I mean, they're still in the conversation despite all of the crap that we've kind of talked about. I mean, but it goes one way or the other, right? It goes like this is going to torpedo completely out of control. Maybe they get their doors blown off them, and then bye week is clear house mode.
Yeah.
Or they rally this whatever players meeting, that has an effect, and they just, they play better. But I am unsure, and they have not given me a lot of hope, even with Flacco playing while they're 1-2. So
we'll see. AC, I appreciate it. Sorry, I gotta get out of here.
No, you got dogs barking every day. Hey,
I
owe you some articles. I've had a crazy week, man. I'm sorry, but I wanted to make sure I was on for you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. I've written more. I just put them on my Substack. So if you want me to send them to you, I'll send them to you. But just let me know.
Do it.
Hey,
Do it.
AC, appreciate you, brother. Take it
Hey,
easy.
love you guys. See ya.
Thanks. That was the wild thing. The Godfather, Anthony Cosenza. Let's see here. Josh's 27-23 Bengals. You guys, let's say, go check out my Substack. I wrote an article on it on there. Also got a reel. You guys can also comment on. I gotta get the heck out of here. Thanks for watching. I've been live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. You can follow me on all those, along with Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Check out my Substack and Please stick around and check out my
All
sponsor.
right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. Their website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
Hey guys, want to win a signed T. Higgins helmet like this one right here? Want to know how? Go to the Moorline Lager House website, sign up for their loyalty program, and you will automatically be entered. Already a member? Great. You want to double your chances though? Come on down to my tailgate. Buy a ticket to the pregame experience presented by Best Day Brewery. I'll even give you $10 off by using the promo code pregame10 for $10 off. So let's try this again. You go to Moorline Lager House website, sign up for the loyalty program. You already entered. Great. Then get a ticket to the pregame experience presented by Best Day Brewery at the Moorline Lager House. That's not good enough. $10 off by using promo code 10 and all this. So you can get this helmet that we will be giving away November 23rd. November 23rd. So come on down then. Make sure you win. Come on down this Sunday. We're going to have a great time. We got a DJ. We got beer pong. We got cornhole. We got ice. We're going to root the Bengals on to beat the Jets. What more do you want? Let's go! Again, hope to see you guys this Sunday. The root the Bengals on to beat the Bears. My prediction is 30-27 Bengals. WhoDey for life. Happy Halloween, everybody. And that's just sports, baby. See ya!
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.